It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
What is up? Good evening, everybody. Snowdub is still smoking a bowl somewhere.
Smoking a pancake.
You... I'll be there in a minute, Loki. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Late Show here on Stone Cold Loki. We got the little penguin Sheriff Punk Waddle. What's up, brother?
Howdy.
That's it.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's Friday night, TGI Friday. I'm excited to be here. You know, whether I'm driving the sheriff car or somebody's trying to throw me underneath the bus of the sheriff car, you know, I'm still here.
I figured you'd be all tuckered out after that drive with the horse.
You know, I thought that at least my approval rating with some of the populace would have gone up at least 5% just being associated with Ginger Horse. But, you know, this is a tough crowd.
I was waiting on this. I had it already. I was just waiting. I was waiting for Gun Buddy to say something. So, you are welcome, Gun Buddy. You are welcome. Holy shit. What is up, everybody? Soda. Still smoking.
Shiny bald head catching sun rays. Yeah.
Dude, I
Throwing
got
in his drop top.
I got a skull daddy. So
Yeah, who's daddy? What?
Jeez.
it's a skull shaver.
Not
Oh,
mine.
nice.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love that motherfucking thing, dude. It's
Oh.
It's all gone.
Mine's the exact opposite right now. I got some of the longest hair I've ever had, but it's for a reason. I'm trying to grow it out for cosplay. I want to cosplay as John Wick.
Ooh.
So I got to buy a suit, get one of them fake pistols or whatever that you can bring in those cons. And yeah, walk around as John Wick, man. It's going to be fun.
You know,
Just borrow one from Mike. He's got some.
Yeah, get the orange.
I don't think I'll fit in his suits. Maybe.
No, I was talking about. I know he's so small now. He's like half the man he used to be. I'm half.
I was gonna say,
the man
maybe now,
he
yeah.
used to be.
Definitely not his old suits, though.
We've got Daryl the Derelict. What's up, brother? We missed the damn back tube earlier. We were out at dinner, so we did.
Oh
not
yeah, I
get to
heard.
back tube.
I heard you went to Gringos.
Gringos, yes, we
Oh,
did.
you
Yes, we did. Oh, Arwen
you
told you
son
that.
of a bitch. Yes. I was like, hey man, I don't blame him for missing the show. Gringos is badass.
Oh, Gringos is badass. Best Mexican food in town's named after a white guy. Go figure.
Okay.
That's what you call ironic.
And
Yeah,
yes,
I'm still
big thank
busy
you
from headbanging.
And yes, thank you everybody who's coming over from Sodubs. Thank you very much. Yeah, Daryl was getting. Yeah, Daryl's like dun, 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 in the back as the intro's going. Oh yeah, doing the
Oh, yeah,
exact same
dude.
thing. Yeah, dude, I did heart doctors and I had to juggle so much shit today. And yeah, I'm pretty tired too. That's honestly why I was like, hey Snow, throw me a link because I'm like dying. I'm gonna pass out if you don't find some way to stay awake.
Yeah, I didn't think we were doing the show tonight, and then I seen you throw me a text earlier, and I was like, "Oh shit, I guess we are doing it."
Yeah, I didn't know if I was gonna be up for doing it or not. But I was like, okay.
Loki's a trooper.
Yeah. Not to confuse with a state trooper or somebody who drives a cop car.
Although that is the first vehicle I ever had was a K5 Blazer that was a state trooper.
Nice.
Cop tires, cop brakes.
Cop brakes had supercharged 350 small block.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of Blues Brothers.
I don't know if Mac Draws can hear me or not, but if you can, Mac, we got a surprise coming for you from Ginger Wolf. I think you're going to like it.
I'm looking forward to it. Just let me know when.
Oh, so
Okay.
he gets told about the surprise from Ginger Horse. I just get laid out bare, huh?
Well,
I have no idea. So it's cool. That's great. Oh, look forward to it.
No, that's the difference.
Miss New
Oh.
Universe has something for you, Maxie.
Buckwaddle doesn't understand the difference. So,
Can I
Max,
bring? Is a future? Is there a possible chance I could bring Miss New Universe on the Mach-Me line? At some point?
maybe. The fact is, you're getting something from Ginger Wolf, Mac. Buckwaddle is involved with Ginger Horse. Totally
I'm
different
not
thing.
involved with.
That's what I
Wait a minute.
Yes. Yes, I'm here. I'm just cruising down the street in my 6'4". Okay.
Listening to this song too.
Exactly. I'm bumping in this. Bumping. Before that, I'm bumping to Loki's intro. I'm like head bumping already. By the way, I am right in front of my house. That means new schedule. I am home early. So play it loud. I'll bump that shit loud. That's fine.
Bump that shit out.
Exactly.
Mac is back.
Yes, I am home. I am officially home.
It's the return of the
First week of my new schedule. First week of my new schedule.
We don't have to listen to
Oh, it
that
feels good to
annoying
be back.
bitch on the train.
Exactly. Exactly.
always a trick.
Big Gay Cave. This isn't metal. Oh, you want metal?
Show him some metal, Loki. Give him some heavy metal.
No, that's not it.
That's not metal. What the freak, man?
Customer service.
You still have
There we go.
Oh.
There you go.
Well, that gives me morning show flashbacks right there.
I know the fact I still have it. Holy shit!
8 a.m. flashbacks.
Is it that
Yeah,
early?
6 a.m.
Oof.
Yeah, the Mac is back.
Loki's mornings of mischief.
Oh God, we're not playing that.
No. Can't play that anymore. The
Words to Stone Loki is up to some mischief.
speaking of mischief, do you still have that horse clip I was talking about before, Loki? Or did you take that off? I can't tell from your clip.
Somewhere.
The chop off one.
It's my favorite horse clip.
Mine too. And also-
I would have to find it. It's not on here. I'd have to find it.
Oh, okay. Let's
There
say
was a time and place, you know. It was. The
I'm gonna put it on my channel for Shun.
Mm-hmm. Can every
Big Bob the Rooster. He's doing double time here. Morning show and late night.
I actually stayed up tonight.
Dave Bob is a party animal.
Yeah.
I could tell. You excited for Puff and Stuff season 3 this Sunday, Dave Bob?
I did not know about it. I haven't been keeping up with your channel too well because I have so much stuff going on, you know. This time of year, I'm outside most of the day and or out in my shop working on stuff.
All right. It's all right, Dave Bob. It only hurts a little.
I have a special project I'm working on. It's going to be a rifle for my grandson.
Oh, cool. Hell yeah. I'm still waiting for Santa Claus to bring me a AR-15. He hasn't done it yet. He's been a bad boy, I guess.
I got about 20 of those.
I just want one. That's all I need.
I have them in various and sundry calibers, but I can't show them on my app.
No.
It's the lady, Arwen Avalon. Aaron. We lost Monkey.
He's probably transferring now since he just got home.
Yeah, he's switching.
Now, Snowdub, if you had borrowed one of Mike's with an orange tip like your nose, do you think you could show, wave that around,
Who? What? Mr. Cool's carrot nose? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Where am I sticking that?
I don't know.
Oh. All right.
I thought I was talking about his John Wick cosplaying that had an orange tip on the end of the gun.
Yeah. It's kind of.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember there's certain rules you got to do with fake guns, but
they tag them and stuff.
Hey, hold on. I found something. Hold on.
I've seen
Titties. Ass and titties.
Oops, that's not it.
Whoa. Hey now.
Oh my!
Don't fuck up like I did.
Oops.
No more super chats for the rest of the night.
That's a booty break.
Yeah, that's what they do to me now. If I play booty breaks too early in the show, They'll shut off my super chats. Bastards. We'll dip a toe back in when we get that damn strike off the channel. 10 more days. 10 more days. Count it down. That was a serious pain in my ass, man. I hope none of you guys have to deal with something like that.
Is it still hanging over you?
No, it was there for 3 months. It was an official strike. I couldn't get rid of it. And so we're almost there. We're almost our 3 months.
Damn.
A couple warnings will drop off too, because I got like 3 warnings on my channel right now.
I've hit that swank word.
I've pissed off every rule on YouTube so far at one point or another. Put it that way.
Well, that's not hard to do. They don't tell you what the rules are.
Pretty much. They tell you after the point. You're like, oh, you said this. I'm like, I did? Oh, okay.
Or they made a rule that they decided you broke before or after the fact.
I got Loki shut down one night by just showing.
That was shut down for a whole week.
Yeah.
I was shut down for a whole fucking week. That was not your fault though. That was YouTube being dumb and stupid.
Well, that's YouTube doing stuff that, they don't tell you about beforehand. They just make it retroactive.
Bob had showed pistols and a rifle, and basically he showed everything that they flagged us for before. So there was no reason why they should have done it that time. They had just updated the rules, and that's why I didn't get a strike. I got a warning for a week, but still, they weren't supposed to shut down my ability to stream for a week, and they did it anyway. So I just went on vacation.
Hey, what do you do? It's a picnic basket. What?
It's a picnic basket. I don't think I have the worst clip.
Yeah, I got shut down for a week too when I got the strike. Freaked everybody out. I had DMs and just about every social media I could think of. What happened to your channel, Snow? And YouTube's such pricks, you can't even put like a community note up to tell everybody you're shut down for a week. So they have no idea. Your audience is just left fucking hanging. It's like, oh, where's Snow? They ain't following you on like Twitter or something. They don't know.
Yeah, Soul Assassin. Yeah. I'm shocked, I tell you. Shocked.
Mm-hmm. Not that shocked.
So what do you guys got planned for Easter? Anything besides, of course, coming over to watch the Puffin Stuff show?
WrestleMania.
And WrestleMania.
Might eat some hard-boiled eggs.
Fish fry.
Who's pulling for John Cena?
I think Cena's going to win. I'm not pulling for Cena, but I'm pretty sure Cena's going to win.
I kind of hope he does, to be honest. I hope he brings the spinner championship back. I always like that one.
I don't follow it much, but didn't him and The Rock have a big thing on one of the last big events that was a little bit of a...
a few years ago, yeah.
The Rock wanted Cody Rhodes to sell him his soul.
Right.
And Cody said, fuck you, Rock. And Cena was like, yeah, way to go. Woo, yeah, screw The Rock. And then Cena went up and like hugged Cody, and The Rock was like, and Cena kicked him in the nuts and sold his soul to The Rock. So Cena sold out.
I'm sure The Rock will be showing up too during that match at some point.
I think The Rock's going to show up. Stone Cold's going to show up because Stone Cold's there. He was supposed to show up last year, and they ended up getting Taker to do it because Cold's knees were all screwed up and he had to have knee surgery. So everybody was like, oh, Stone Cold wanted too much money. No, Stone Cold had to have knee surgery, and he couldn't kick to do the stunner. Couldn't kick out to do the stunner. So Taker ended up stepping in and doing it instead of Stone Cold. And I think they're going to have Stone Cold come down and do something, but I'm pretty sure Cena's going to win anyway and get the title. And he's going to be here till December. So it makes no sense for him to lose this if he's going to be here till the end of the year. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, he'll probably lose it he'll probably hang on to the championship up until right before he retires or whatever, and probably lose it in whatever main event that is, Royal Rumble or whatever.
Something.
You know. So I got some breaking news for you guys. If you haven't checked this out, it looks like, and I can't confirm because I haven't talked to everybody else yet, but it looks like the Dallas meetup is going to happen this year, from what I could tell. So the last 3 years in a row, there's been a Texas meetup. The first 2 years were in Dallas. A bunch of YouTube channels show up for it, including friends of ours like Culture Casino and Gary from Neurotics and sometimes Drunk 3PO, and many others like, Geeks and Gamers, all those guys. Well, 2 years they did in Dallas, then they did it in San Antonio last year, which I didn't get to. So I'll just put that out there before Loki reminds me. And there's also the proof that I got that the meetup's going to be in Dallas this year for the Dallas Con, the Fan Expo, like it usually is Ripa and Soska sisters have both announced that they're going to be there. So more than likely, the rest of the YouTube channels will follow along with Ripa. So that's kind of my inside track. So if we're going to make it to Dallas this year, we're going to definitely try. Put it that way. We're going to do our best. But it's coming up quick. Like, we only got just a little over a month till it's here. So it's May 31st, June 1st. But we'll keep you updated.
Arwen said it would never have been on my bingo card to think I owns an AK-15 before snow.
Uh-oh, she's mixing nomenclatures.
I'm back.
What's up, Mac?
What's
I'm
up?
back.
Makani.
I probably will not be in San Antonio or in Dallas. I was in San Antonio, but I probably won't make it to Dallas.
Well, that pretty much checks out because that means I probably will be there then.
Uh-oh.
We never have been in the same place twice, ever.
Ever.
The one time I was supposed to be there when Snow showed up, he didn't show up.
Yep.
Dallas.
That was the
That sounds familiar.
that was a
That does sound familiar.
Loki Con. Yep.
Well, that wasn't Loki Con. That was Dallas Con.
Yeah,
There was a Loki Con you missed, but there was also a Dallas Con you missed where you came the
Yeah,
day
it
after
was
we
one
left.
Oh, the meetup. Yeah.
All of them.
Me and
Thursday
Daryl-
night.
Me and Daryl and Dave Bob and Akimi Mara and Harris were there. And then you got there the next night or something.
Yeah, we had rental car issues and we didn't get our rental car till late. And so by the time I pulled into town, it was like 2 a.m. and the party was over.
And then this year I couldn't go, but you could go. And then yeah.
And then Loki Cons, you've had 2 of those, 3 of those?
3.
3? See, the first 2, I'm not sure if I was really hanging out with you that much yet at that point.
The second one you were, because that was the one where we rented out the game thing and Mike was there. And
Okay. Yeah, that was the one I really wanted to be at. That's right. And then what happened to the third one? I don't remember the third one.
Third one was here.
That was in Houston last year, wasn't it?
Yep, I was in Houston.
Yeah. That's
I don't remember that one for some reason.
We stayed at his house last year.
I remember
that's when Daryl was
you
here.
guys live streaming from your house.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, Mark was getting inappropriate with me.
Mark was getting inappropriate with everybody.
I know.
Oh God. Oh no.
What was oh yeah, Mockney. No man, it was what God, what's her name? What's the name of the girl he was talking to that was like
Oh, Louise.
Oh,
Louise X Sparrow.
Louise Sparrow. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, we started. I think Arwen and Arlena started it that they have like a secret romance or whatever. So we started booking him a trip to England and all this other shit live on stream.
He was drunk.
Oh God, he was obliterated.
Drunk.
Of course he was.
It was awesome.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, Louise, Louise Sparrow." Oh my god.
Yeah, because we streamed the vac tube from your house, then waited a couple hours, then had the late show, and oh Jesus, that was a night.
That was one hell of a night. And we watched,
was-
A Million Ways to Die in the West that night too.
Yes, we did.
Nice.
Dollar
Link-
bill.
Dollar bill, that's right.
Check it out, boy. That's a dollar bill. Damn.
No, give me your hat. Give me your hat.
Yes, he took off his hat.
Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill.
That was more like liquid. Never mind.
And
It
hopefully
looked like
we
a
will
can
have.
of damn beans, is what it looked like.
I was gonna say that liquid gold from the ground up, right? Okay.
Exactly.
You miss
Yeah,
all
I'm
the
working my
fun
ass off to
parties,
get my place ready for this year.
Well, hope you find it before everybody shows up. But tis.
That was an ass joke.
I think you mean that joke was ass. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What, that you miss all the good parties? You do. Every time we've had a good party, Snow never shows up.
Yeah, it's just like, damn.
You get people hanging off of chandeliers and like crying, whiny, salty bitches that can't put a stream together, and we have cool parties.
Exactly.
I've seen it all.
Punk gets that.
I've been there. I've been everywhere. I'm not quite
Exactly,
Johnny Cash, but I will say this. It was almost. It didn't quite register, but I remember one of the meetups, and the first time I met Culture in person, is like, "Oh, you made it." And I was like, "I said I would." It's like, yeah, you're right. But he was like, "You showed up," and I was like, "Yeah, I said I would." He's like, "Well, that kind of only works so well and so often." I was like, "Okay, that's a fair point."
It only so often though.
Like I said, I try to be a sheriff penguin of my word. Not trying to say I did not have relations with that ginger horse, because I never did. So I wouldn't have to say it, right?
And our cons don't cost like $300 a ticket either. It's like $20 to get into the video game convention.
Nice.
Don't you just love that though?
Mm-hmm. At least
Metropalooza.
At least the Dallas con, there's almost enough stuff to justify wandering around, and there's usually enough guests, enough things.
Now I got something I'm very curious right now.
Okay.
Why is our resident turtle in the chat and not up here hanging with us?
I think he's still pissed at me for picking on his roommate.
What, Dickless?
Yeah, he had horse glue coming out of his mouth. He had a little Elmer's on the corner of his mouth.
No, sir. I didn't like it.
I didn't like it, Wilbur.
No, that's the horse from Ren and Stimpy.
Someone was like, Space Con's going to be so good this year, and and I was like, yeah, dude, that con sucked.
Mm-hmm.
That con was ass.
And nothing else. And the thing is,
two of them.
Two of them. What?
No.
Oh, shit, I'll change avatars again.
Double the trouble right there.
No, there are two of them.
No, two of them, yes. Daryl's got it.
There we go.
Once again, you come before us, your highness.
Welcome back.
Exactly.
Sounds almost like an Asian guy too.
Well, yeah. We must disturb all communication down there.
Dude, I had like 5 people ask me, where the hell is that from? I'm like, I'm not telling you. You don't know. You don't
You
know.
gotta learn. You gotta figure that out.
Now there are 2 of them.
There's some deep lore right there. Okay, you gotta figure that out.
Come on,
I
back
thought the
when people
con
had
was fine.
faith.
The venue wasn't that great, dude. All they had was $500 lightsabers. I mean, I got like
Yeah.
I got a couple of comic books that weren't that bad, plus some Thundercat shit, some Thundercat comic books. But besides that, it was like God, everything is
Isn't
just
most
like,
cons have like $500 lightsabers?
Well, it's all they had were like 5 lightsaber booths and a couple of Lego booths.
Is one of them Reva's lightsaber though?
Are they gold plated?
I mean, X-wing, not X-wing. Oh, he was there, but like the other dude, the Canadian Star Wars kid, was there.
Theory.
Thanks.
Theory. Yeah. I looked at Theory sabers and it was like, I was like, hey, how much is this one? He was like $600. I was like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Down here in the South, we just tell you go suck a dick.
That's right.
Exactly.
Dude, I got an airbrushed
Making Bay Ross proud.
nickel. I got a Obi-Wan Kenobi episode 2 airbrushed nickel fucking lightsaber for like $300. Don't tell me this aluminum space age bullshit tin can Coke can is $400. Do not
It's
give
the
me that
same
bullshit.
thing they use on the space shuttle.
No. It's what they do is take real Monster Energy and Mountain Dew aluminum, and they then mix the colors of those drinks. They recycle, and that filament turns into the color of your lightsaber.
Dude, I can. Okay,
Wow.
so the lightsaber that I got, I can't remember where the hell I got it from. I can plug in my computer. I can change how it sounds to whatever sound I want. I can change the color to whatever color I want. It's got the RGB, W, whatever crystal changer. It's LED. It's not those stupid. It's not the stupid ones. It's fully programmable. All I have to do is USB that bitch to my computer, and I can program it to whatever I want to. That thing was less expensive than the damn Theory Saber that only has one color, one sound, and is an aluminum tin can. What's up, Brian?
Any of the mall type double blade sabers though?
I think those were like 800.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Those were much more expensive.
That's some horse shit.
No
Hell,
horse.
it's
You get
just too
the
expensive.
combat sabers for like $100 a piece online.
Well, then that's the
The ones you
blade
can
that I've
actually
got.
fight with.
That's the blade that I've got. Is the combat saber. It's just like,
Maybe I need to get a few of those before October.
I don't know if they're just more expensive now because I got mine like right at the beginning of the coup. I got mine that first year of the coup. So
Yeah, I
maybe they're
looked a
just
couple-
more expensive to make now. But
Yeah, I looked a couple of months ago. You get 2 of them for like $180.
I
And
don't
they
know.
spring
It's
for a
just-
few of them because
it's just very expensive.
It depends if it's a mass produced or if it's a bigger company or what kind of, if they can buy in bulk. There's a lot of those factors that come into, as opposed to we do this couple of really specialized, we can only get so much because we only produce so much, so we can only get so much material for,
It's an
cost.
ultra saber. So the lightsaber that I got was an ultra saber.
Yeah, these are the NeoPixel lightsabers.
Yeah, it was at Star Wars Celebration in Japan, I guess. And
Yeah.
they're announcing another new movie.
With Ryan Gosling, and it's supposed to set 5 years after Rise of Palpatine.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. It's just like, really?
So this
Stop
is
it.
like,
Get some help.
it's that notebook about the other Star Wars guys or something.
The Notebook.
No,
The Notebook.
Yeah.
I got that reference.
Everybody's been just dying to see a Starfighter movie, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
I remember the last Star.
Yeah.
Right.
You can get a double weighted Mac from this site for $150.
Oh, that's sick.
Okay, so I got the Guardian. This is the lightsaber that I got. It's the Guardian saber.
Yeah, they got Luke's from 200.
Wow.
Dang.
Let me see what it costs because right now it's 20. You get $30 off, so it's only like 160. But let's fully customize this motherfucker.
Oh, it's the Ultra Saber. Yeah, I was looking at that up earlier. The Ultra Sabers. I was like, oh, okay. So you can't customize, do a custom built lightsaber.
It's the Neo. See, it's already $376, dude.
Hot damn.
Mhm.
That's not even with the nickel finish. So it's the Obsidian. See, I got the Obsidian USB.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, Snow Kid's got a pretty nifty lightsaber. He got one of those cons.
Mhm.
Got a bunch of different sounds and changes to different colors and all this shit.
Yeah, on this set they usually have a buy one get one free, and
Obsidian
yeah, they
sound.
still got it going
New
for
pixel
Revenge of the
screen
Sith.
blade. I got the Lionel battery. No, I did not get a recharge port. That's the one thing that I hated because I got to like open the bottom of mine and pull out the guts to charge it.
Wow.
I got the illuminated. I got the illuminated silver AV switch.
Uh-huh.
And
It's already up to like $400.
It's green. It's the green because I'm
You're going pretty penny though.
all they have now is the standard finish. Shit. Yeah, I got the nickel. I got the nickel finish. No stand. Didn't get any of that.
Disney Star Wars is trending on Twitter right now, and it is being roasted. Like all the top comments are being roasted, basically.
Well,
So the only thing that was different from mine was I got the nickel finish. I got the nickel, the brushed nickel, instead of the aluminum hand finish. So, that's fully customizable. The best blade you can get, the all the best shit, and that's $434. And that's still cheaper than the bullshit they had at that convention.
I got something. Hang on a second. This is what on us. Where's my edit? Where is it? Where's it? Oh, to virtual camera. Okay, there we go. And so we got like a first look at Darth Talon, which yikes.
What? That's
Yeah.
not Darth Talon. That's
Yeah.
Darth Wigawoke.
Yeah, that's Darth Talon. And they were like, in their response,
Yeah,
everybody's
okay.
like, definitely not Darth Talon. Looks like it's telling the origin of Darth Talon. Her
What they
mom,
did to my boy.
Yeah, but, oh, I love this comment. I love this comment though. I love this comment. If this is Talon, so many incels will complain about Disney changing her design, even though her Ledge designs has her wearing less clothes than Jabba would give his slaves. It's not just too horny, man. Only Star Wars character who should be that naked is Chewbacca.
Yeah, okay.
Huh?
That's such. I'm just
That's nuts.
fuck Star Wars. Fuck Disney.
But
Disney made the Silver Surfer look like a dude with tits.
you know what they should have done? Loki, you know what they should have done? They should have modeled the Silver Surfer after this, by the way. They
I'm
should just model
surprised
after
she
this.
doesn't have the dingle dangles.
I'm just
between
saying.
her legs.
Loki, I'm just saying. You know.
They might as well have made it a
They
man.
should
I know.
have modeled
Yeah.
the Silver Surfer after Eve, by the way.
Like some A cups, you know. It wasn't even.
Yeah,
Fucking
mosquito
man
bites.
boobs.
By the way,
Right.
Loki, this game is so fucking successful. This is a $3,000 statue that's already sold out.
Oh yeah, Stellar Blade's great.
$3,000 statue. This is what Silver Surfer should look like. I'm just
Dude,
saying.
I got the game the same like right when you did. I got the same shit.
You know that Kim Hyun Tae, he's actually one of the richest, top 50 richest people in South Korea.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's how
They
successful
made
this
their
game
money.
is.
They made them money.
Yeah, yeah.
and
Both
they've
of those
been making other
statues are-
stuff too since, haven't they?
He
will
who
not
show
be
TNA
reviewing-
on video game become rich man.
Yeah, I will not be reviewing Android.
I'm just saying. This is what I think. This is what I think.
I made
Silver
booty
Surfer
breaks for
should
a
look like.
reason. Just saying.
Exactly.
There's a reason I play them booty breaks.
Exactly.
We like it the boutique.
I'm just saying, this statue
Hey.
costs
Ass,
$3,000.
titties, ass, and titties.
Speaking of, I was just telling Mac Draws here, Ginger Wolf, about your
Ginger, what
surprise
you
for him.
Ginger, what are you doing to me? What's going on here?
Ginger, get in here.
Oh no, please
I think she's
don't.
at work, Loki.
Oh,
I think
okay.
she's hanging out with us in between
Have fun.
breaks. Yeah. In between
You're
booty
always
breaks.
welcome in here. You have keys.
I think it helps. I think it helps that I'm wearing my Lucky snowed up shirt right now.
Oh yeah.
I'm wearing my Lucky Jaws shirt right now.
Yeah,
Best
I think
shirt
that-
out of all of them, by the way.
It's true.
Exactly.
It is the best. Ginger's tied up at the moment.
Oh my. Okay then.
She's in the red room.
Oh yeah.
I thought she was in the editing bay.
I fuck Melanie Mac.
Tell us how you really feel, Loki.
Who was it? Was it Melanie?
I'll
Was it
show her
Melanie?
again.
What was it? What's the name? Emma Frost looking transgender in Marvel Rivals?
Yeah, okay.
What was
There's
that?
a wagon, and there's the things that fall off the wagon.
You know what's
Listen.
funny? I'm
Listen,
just
all
gotta,
you got, Loki. Listen, all you got to do is show her a picture of an empty carton of eggs.
You know what? I've just gotta say this. It is absolutely fucking hilarious
Sorry.
how some people have like swung over to the other side. I mean, I don't make everything political. I hate that. I hate people that make everything political. But it's so friggin' funny how some people are like, "Oh my god, check me out," and then when people don't, they're like, "How dare you look at a finance woman? Oh my god, you sound just like they do. Chill the fuck out."
Yeah, we need to ban. We need to ban porn. Except you need to find
Well-
out you're a gay furry. But hey,
Melanie needs to shut the fuck up and mind her own business. Ginger, she can do whatever the hell she wants to. She has a new thing for you, an announcement that I think will make you happy.
you didn't have to do that for me. I feel very, very honored, and I feel like it just came. I feel like it just came right out of nowhere. So I whatever you decide to do, I appreciate that, and thank you. And hopefully someday I can return the favor. That's all I can.
And Ginger, be gentle. Be gentle.
You were more than welcome. What I'm saying, if it would be a way if either I could return the favor by having you on Marketing Live at some point, or anyway, just let me know.
Be
But I
gentle
really
with
appreciate
Makini. Makini is a gentle soul.
Is
Just be gentle
that
with him.
Is that an insinuation?
Should I
You wanna-
tune into the Tuck and Roll show tomorrow? Is that do I need to tune into the
I don't know. She sometimes comes on, so yeah, it's possible.
Okay, then I will definitely watch. So I will definitely watch.
Well, you come on with us, Mac. Like
Okay, then
I'll
will
drop it in
definitely-
I'll drop it in the Cotton Connection chat or whatever. So
Okay. I will definitely do that. I will definitely do that.
yeah, if she comes on, it's usually a little later in the show. And then when we go to the Rumble side, who knows what she'll do?
That's awesome.
She's spunky on the Rumble side.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Oh, did you give Ginger Makini's song?
Yes.
That's bitching.
Panties
That's
drop.
bitching.
Panties drop. Makini making the panties
I
drop.
guess you probably don't have to worry about royalties if you're playing something in a local setting, huh?
Not really.
Ginger will make Makini do shit that'll turn you white.
Are you saying I'm going to get race swap? Are you saying I'm about to turn white? Are you
I
saying
think
I'm gonna be black?
I
Oh
think
my
I'm
God.
telling on his roommate a little bit right
Scare the
there.
You
blackness
see
out of me, is
Makini with just smoke coming off of his hair.
Oh my gosh, I'm white.
Oh my god.
I'm afraid of no ghost.
Holy shit. That's funny.
Just go white face.
Oh shit, Snowdub, you're in charge. I'll be back.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm in charge. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
You know,
Booty break.
Yeah. Oh, isn't
I
that-
got. Well, I don't know. I don't know if my avatar on screen counts as booty break. But there you go.
We got another guest though. DJ Ronnie G in the house.
Money.
DJ.
Balcony. What up, Snow? What up, everyone else? Daryl and Punk
What's going
Waddle
down?
it's a wiggity whack.
and Dave.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah. What's going down there, Ronnie G?
Oh, right now I'm hearing myself talk, so I gotta hit pause somewhere. Oh, here I go. There we go. I mute. I
Pause,
don't
hang on.
pause, so my friends get the watch hours when I'm on their show.
Oh,
Too many tabs.
Ginger says Punk Waddle. There has
Seriously.
been more incriminating evidence.
Uh oh. What's this about?
yeah. You know what?
Uh-oh. I smell a beef. I smell beef.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're gonna see Rudolph and Punk Waddle slug it out over the ginger horse.
Ooh.
You know,
In the meantime, because it's Easter, I'll bless y'all with bunny.
I did not have relations with that horse.
Bless you with bunny goat because it's Easter.
Okay, Clinton.
And it's 420. It's 420.
Oh,
It's Easter at 420. It's like,
You know what?
And it's
I'm
a
gonna be off in the
Puffin Stuff
corner.
show.
I've been practicing.
so puff
Oh,
up
yeah.
for Jesus. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's gonna be quite religious.
Take the pipe religious.
Well,
We're gonna see God, put it that way.
At least gonna call out his name.
Puff and Ords will see God this Sunday on the Puff and Stuff show.
Hey, Brandon.
It's gonna be a good one. Can't wait. We've been planning
Now,
this
it was
for
a POV
shit,
shot. Are you talking to me, Cameron?
a year, I think. Over a year, 2 years, maybe. Yeah, it's been a while since we did season 2. But yeah, it's good to have Puff and Ords back on the Puff and Stuff show. I've always had fun with that show. And we'll have some special guests on, you know, some fellow Stonies and interesting characters, to say the least. So it'll be fun. Purple Valkyrie, although I don't know if I'm gonna have her back, because like I think she's like pretty much retired from YouTube. So that was Puff's girlfriend last season.
aw.
So I don't know. I might have to play that part of it out, I guess. Not sure. Like I said, it was a while ago. We did season 2. We got a new villain on the show this year. Gruff. Puff's half brother. His half black brother.
I met Gruff before.
Yeah, Gruff's kind of mean.
He's an interesting character. He's a little bit rougher than Puff.
He's a little ghetto.
Yeah, ghetto and rough.
Did you say he's half black?
Yeah,
Half black.
and he's fresh out of
I
prison.
want to see a gruff. Now I want to see a gruff and a gruff and El Perro crossover now.
The funniest shit I ever saw was Gruff and Saggy Melons on the same show for a minute. That was brilliant.
Nice.
I don't know if Gruff and El Perro would get along. I think they just like bicker, and I feel like
Well-
they both kind of want to be the ringleader. You know, am I wrong?
Gotta watch season 3 to find out, because you never
Okay.
know. El Perro was the villain on season 2, so
Yeah,
he's around. Yeah,
I mean, but is the enemy of my enemy my friend? You know.
Could that be a
knows?
case? Joining forces,
who knows?
the
Could
most
be.
unlikely of alliances here. I like that.
You'll find out this season. Yep.
Apparently, we're all about the unlikely things.
No, Punk. It's like the most unlikely foes join forces. You know.
Mm-hmm.
When did he get an eye transplant?
So I can picture now. Jolly and Peril have to join forces for a bigger threat. There's a bigger threat.
Might see a El Perro face turn or whatever you call it.
Yeah, I know, right?
Go baby face. Yeah. Be a lot of people that won't like that.
I'll be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So yeah, season 3 starts on 420, and I think we're gonna keep it on Sundays because Ords does his gaming stuff on Sunday nights. So we're just gonna lead into that. Oh yeah. I want to do more gaming, but shit, I just never have the fucking time, guys. I really wish I had the time. It's like
I started doing
I need to do.
I started doing the peak gaming nights. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I just need to designate a night for it or something, because if I'm not like working on new video, doing projects around the house, or I got a stack of games I've been trying to play that's just been chilling. Like I've had Red Dead Redemption 2 forever and have yet to play it. I turn it on for 5 seconds, you know.
Joe says, check the dash cam footage from Punk's Cruiser.
Yeah.
We got some cop shit going
I
on?
nah, that's up to Loki. That's I can't make that decision.
Punk, you got dash cam footage?
It's a little racy.
You know, I was editing a video, minding my own damn business, and then apparently there's some salacious things being hurled around about me. You know, so we'll see how that plays out.
I like think the dash cam footage is like Punk arresting a guy and put him in his cruiser. You know,
to be fair, it's not dash. It can't be dash cam footage because it's from outside of a vehicle.
Respect my authority.
You will respect my authority.
I want to see Punk like arrest somebody, put him in a car. This is some crazy motherfucker, and just put him in a car.
Well, it was his patrol car. We've confirmed that much.
You know,
we don't know who was driving.
How come shit walk home and shit chicken?
I'm gonna have to look at that. Well, again, because I remember doing something, but that doesn't exactly remember how I remember going down it. I don't know.
I want cam footage of Punk doing a traffic stop. You know, Punk.
Well, the thing is, I'm not even in that video, so I remember trying to do some stuff, but I feel like I got framed for something.
Oh, there was definitely a horse in the back. Cop car there.
Punk finds Punk does a traffic stop on a horse.
You know, when you quietly try to transport people of interests, and
you know how fast you were going. You know how fast you were galloping. Excuse me.
Oh, now he shows up.
Daryl's got to go though.
Yeah,
Boy,
I got
Daryl, all right, brother. Thank you for being
yeah,
there, bro.
dude. I've been up almost 20 hours now. I'm just freaking running on fumes.
Get some rest,
I hear you,
man.
bro.
Come on.
Good to see you.
All right, good to see you guys.
Later,
Take care, brother.
Later, Daryl.
Tuck and roll.
Tuck and roll.
That gets me every time.
Wow. Tuck and roll, bouncers.
Tuck and roll, bitch.
Wow, I just saw some images of Punk Waddle. Man,
yeah.
Why are you looking at naked images of Punk Waddle?
You
bastard.
what?
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't say. Well, I didn't say that.
Dude, I mean,
Oh, man.
it's like
I assume Dickless thinks he's Punk Wall is probably very big down there. So
All right, that's it.
I don't know.
your
Loki,
roommate's like.
You're in
I
charge.
mean,
I'll be right back.
I heard it touch. I mean, I heard it touches the ground, but I mean, you know.
Well, you know, if you're on the ground,
they
everything.
don't call him the sheriff for nothing.
It is
That's right.
a 18-inch cannon that I am.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it could have been doctored images, you know. So I don't know, but it doesn't look good. I'll put it that way.
Ginger, I saw you were in Wichita Falls the other day. I used to deliver medical oxygen up there.
Oh,
shithole. I remember driving into Wichita Falls going, what a shithole. That's not nothing bad on her. I mean, it's just like maybe I just never saw the good side of Wichita Falls.
I was gonna say not much.
I've driven through it.
Not
before,
much out there though. I was about to say.
No. I mean, it's not too. It's one of those things that Wichita Falls from Dallas feels like a kind of a long way, but then you realize that Amarillo.
It's not really that long of a way if you think about it.
Well, no, that's what I mean. But like, you look at the map, you're like, oh, it seems so far away, but it's just kind of a little hop and a jaunt. But then when you're on the way to Amarillo and you realize, holy crap, no, that's Dallas. We still have 5 hours to go.
Just look at it. I look at it as going from Dallas to Wichita Falls, like going from Dallas to Carrollton or Louisville. That's what I say.
I was driving from Decatur, Texas to Wichita Falls, and that was like right on the edge of I've got to see. I drove local, so I didn't have to have like a route book or I didn't have to track any of that shit. And I was like right on the edge. I was like a mile, maybe a mile and a half from I can't go that far.
Right.
Dang. Like
legally, I can't go that far.
Right. The Dick, and I know we've talked about this, but I like Decatur. It's a tiny little flip off the nothing. But I think, I've one of my jobs, I used to stay there for about a week doing some of the natural gas because there are some plants not too far from there.
Yep.
And that smell, you get a little further out and you just get that nice smell.
Do you ever go to Bridgeport?
I haven't. I don't know, and it's been a while since I did that job.
Wow.
Bridgeport is like 30 minutes south of Decatur. That's where I used to work. The prison I used to work at is in Bridgeport, Texas.
I have driven through there to do some small stuff, but not of the big plans. But yes, I do remember that now.
So Bridgeport, the prison in Bridgeport had a 98% sex offender rate. So that means that out of the 2,500 people that were at that prison, 98% of them were sex offenders. The only ones that weren't were the trustees that were there, because you can't be a trustee and have anything like that on your record.
Dang.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, that was back when I was a guard. So that was before. I actually
What?
So about a
year. Can I ask what years though? Like what?
Okay, so this would have been in. I moved to Aurora, Texas, back in 2006. I was supposed to have a job.
So I was in high school. Okay.
I was supposed to have a job working for a company that hauled water to the wells, to the oil shit that they were doing. And I showed up the day I showed up for work. They were like, "We got bought out by Devin. You don't have a job." And I was like, "Fuck." So I scrambled. I put in applications everywhere. Prison's the only place that called me back. Everybody else was like, "Yeah, you're not local, so fuck off."
Damn.
And the prison called me back. I ended up working at the prison for a year as a guard. And then I went to work doing hot shots. And about a year and a half into that, I was like, screw this. And I went back to college. But I stayed working there. So I was working like 50, 60 hours a week doing deliveries and going to school at the same time. And I got
question. Where were you in 09, like 010?
09, I was still working in Decatur. I was still doing deliveries. So I went from a hotshot driver to a delivery driver to the lead driver to the guy who trained all the drivers, and then I got my own store.
Okay, so I was just very curious about that because I was in college. at the time. I lived in an apartment in North Dallas. It's like right in between, like it's right at that turnpike. It's right at that turnpike between Dallas, Frisco, Plano, and Carrollton.
Okay, I know where that is.
Yeah, and actually, it turns out that's actually where I was. That's actually the first apartment I lived in. That was actually the first set of apartments I lived in when I was born, surprisingly. So that was kind of good.
Yeah.
Think about that too.
All our prayers, Psycho Dwarf. We're praying for
Mhm.
you, brother. I hope they get all their power back soon. I hope it's not out
Mhm.
like bad out.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was fucking stressful. The year I worked at that prison,
Uh-huh.
I was there for I was there for 3 months when I got my I got qualified for the CERT team, which is like prison SWAT team.
Right.
And I got my black uniform because everybody wore like a khaki, it's like a khaki fatigue thing.
Mhm.
And if you had a black uniform,
Oh, the- I
that
think
means
it
you were
was- yeah, I
CERT
think it
team.
was
You
what
could
that's
do
what it was,
tear
yes.
gas. You could do, shit like that. Got my black uniform. And after about a year of dicking around at that prison, I was like, screw this. I am out. Because the first 6 months I worked there, I didn't get a day off. I didn't get one fucking day off. I'm serious. I worked every day. I made really good money because I was
Mhm.
working every day. My overtime was out the ass, but it was 12 to 16-hour days every day. And they were like, yeah, you won't get a day off for your first 6 months. And I did that. And 9 months in, we got a new group of cadets. And they
Mhm.
were like, well, we need to treat them differently and we need to make sure they get their days off. And I was like, fucking excuse me?
Yeah, like, dude, you've been here for longest. You're like, you gotta follow protocol.
Yeah, that's always fun.
So I was like, you know what? Screw this. And I just so happened to get lucky and got a job with a company that supplied oxygen, acetylene, argon gases, and stuff like that.
Mhm.
They hired me just on a well, we'll see how it goes. And I was like, yeah, screw the prison. It was a pretty good job for a while. It got me through college.
Nice.
It sucked. I had a kid at home. I had a brand new baby and did college and did full time. And I didn't have any spare time. I didn't have any spare time to do anything while I was doing that. So there was a good 6-7 years where I didn't do anything but work or do schoolwork.
Mhm.
It sucked ass. I'm sure that's boring for everybody.
And look at you now.
Look at me now.
There you go. Yeah. You
I hope
came
they
a
get
long
it
way.
fixed. I hope whatever's wrong, brother,
Mhm.
I hope it's fixed. And I hope Gumbuddy gets their stuff back.
Mhm.
Ginger Wolf said, be back soon. Some people want to see me do a death drop. What the hell's a death drop?
A what?
I was wondering the same thing.
Is that like when the girl does this?
See, the only thing I'm thinking of is like a Death Valley drop or something like that,
DJ's like,
what? You were very
Okay,
tiny.
so we're keeping it simple here. I'm just doing a camera path recording. It's where I basically I flew through the Milky Way real quick. I recorded in multiple passes at a different frame rate, so it comes in more slowly, and it's so that I can compare the different star catalogs to each other, because there's a star catalog with 30 million stars, 5 million, and like 1 million, and it's for content. Next week, I was gonna do it this week, but I didn't finish, so I showed a little glimpse of it on Thursday, but more to come.
cool.
Nice.
The Final Frontier.
See, now I'm thinking of just like a.
Take care.
Like a,
Take care, Psycho.
take care, Psycho. See, now I'm
Catch you
thinking
later, Psycho Dwarf 9.
is she doing like a Death Valley drop off the top rope or something? Like, sorry.
She is like Miss Nude Universe. So
Oh,
I'm gonna say it's when they go up all the way to the top of the pole, and then they just like slide down really quick and stop before they hit the floor. I don't know. It's a guess.
To answer Big Dave's question, I don't breathe in between speaking because I'm inspired by the Binars from Star Trek: The Next Generation, and as you see, they speak very quickly in order to get more words across. So that's kind of like my inspiration in life. I figured out if I speak fast and don't breathe, I can relay more information, get more done, more processing done in less time.
Did you get that?
I think I got that.
Finished the Amazing Spider-Man issue 28. The ending was awesome. Spidey vs. Molten Man and reading Uncanny X-Men Dazzler first experience.
Nice.
Comics. I had it out with somebody online today that was talking out their ass that was like, Silver Serpent is like totally canon. She was in like 16.
How many issues? Okay.
16
Okay.
total. It was like 16 total.
Okay, Wikipedia user, because you clearly looked up the Marvel, like what Gary Nerd Rock was saying in his video today. Yeah, basically just looking up the you have those people at Taurus who are just getting all their information from Wikipedia. So how many issues has Silver Surfette has been in compared to 16. The actual?
She was a cameo
to 1,000, right?
Hundreds of issues for the regular Silver Surfer and 16 for Surfette.
Okay, how many of them are actually memorable though?
Explain.
Okay, let's come on. How many?
I mean,
Zero.
Well, okay, and this goes back to how many of the things that have been happening over the last decade or so. It's like somebody does a quick Google search. Well, I saw this back.
Oh, I love that.
I saw this version. Like I Googled it and it saw it exists. Cool, but that makes you a fan. How?
No, that just makes you look It just makes you look more like a tourist.
Well, right, but the tourist who likes the studio and who thinks that this said director or company can do no wrong.
Oh, MC is shill. Sorry, that's MC is shill. Sorry.
Yeah,
their tongue is directly up Disney's ass. Yeah.
Well, and others. Like let's not forget that Amazon really does want to be the next Disney in so many ways. Is just why I wanted to say, and it does seem true, that the new Fantastic Four set looks a lot like the Fallout sets, but obviously they can't be repurposed because I don't think Amazon would sell its old stuff just to Disney to reuse, right? Mm-hmm. That just seems preposterous.
Amazon wants to be Disney so bad that Jeff Bezos sent his fucking girlfriend up into the atmosphere, and she came back and was like, "I'm like Alan Shepard now." No, bitch, you're not.
I love that.
They won't be treated like I'm a real astronaut.
Well, her and Katy Perry, because those are the only two notable ones.
Space tourists. Now, my takeaway is, you remember that there's like one part of the selfie moments where one of the ladies pulls out like I don't know what card it is. I really didn't recognize it. I don't know if it's something of regal importance, but I really haven't done it yet. But I really want somebody to like pull out, like, to meme it, take that picture and be like, I brought my Blockbuster card to space, or look how many punches I have on my marble slab card, guys.
Like, I thought to myself, I was like, I remember back at a time when Katy Perry was bigger.
Which one of them?
What I mean? Like, I'm still thinking about that SNL. I'm still thinking about that SNL skit she's on with that Elmo shirt. I'm like, yeah.
All right. So what I'm reading here is the female Silver Surfer.
Is it on Wikipedia?
Well, no, I'm just looking it up in which comic she was in, and so it looks like she was like the Silver Surfer's girlfriend, if I'm reading this right. So why are you bringing out the girlfriend before the man? The guy that.
Well, it shot, dude. She was Silver Surfer in an alternate universe.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, in one of I think it was like 619 or some stupid shit like that.
No, I don't think it was. Yeah, because I don't think it was
not in the main
universe.
It's not in the main universe. So she was Surfer only in this alternate universe, and she was only in 16 comics.
Right.
16 total. That's not like 16 stories. No, that's just 16 individual
16
comics.
total.
So they should have
comics.
introduced her
16 total issues.
when they had the metaverse with the Scarlet Witch and the Time Wizard. What? I don't even care.
I don't remember the exact number, Pat.
Cumberpatch.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, Doctor
Doctor
Strange's
Strange,
movie. They
dude,
should have
come on.
introduced some Silver Surfers and Surfettes back then, and then it would have been a little bit more Disney canon, right?
Well, actually, what was interesting, and what was interesting, I know you noticed this, Loki. They bring apparently Marvel's bringing back the swimsuit specials, and I'm like, you're just desperate at this point.
I got one of
You're
those.
just desperate.
What?
I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
they were
Nice.
only bringing that back for
Marvel Rivals.
Okay.
Yeah, we getting we're getting swimsuits in Marvel Rivals, and
That's
I can't
because
wait.
it's a damn Korean company.
Yeah, it's because the damn Korean game. They're doing better than the West game.
I remember
Silver
when
Smurfette, exactly. It's the Silver Surfette. Yes.
when I first heard about this new Fantastic Four movie, I heard that Pedro Pascal was involved, and that was like my first big red flag on this. I was just like, the guy has been overly cast. He's in too
Well,
many movies.
He
and
would have been a great Doctor Doom, except for he doesn't want to wear a mask.
Well, see that okay. So here's the deal. Now there's conjecture about this because they changed focus. This was pre-Kang. So this was like when Kang, they were supposed to do Avengers, Kang, whatever.
Kang Dynasty.
Kang Dynasty.
We was Kang's Dynasty.
Reed
sorry.
was supposed to become Doctor Doom because there is a comic where Reed becomes Doctor Doom. So Reed, Pedro Pascal, was supposed to become Doctor Doom, and his wife was going to be in charge of the Fantastic Four, and She-Hulk was going to be in the Fantastic Four. She was going to take Sue's place, and
Oh,
Sue
God,
was
yes.
going to take Reed's place. So you would have had Sue Storm, She-Hulk, the Human Torch, and the Thing, instead of Reed, because Reed becomes Doctor Doom. Now they've got this Robert Downey Jr. shit, and people are saying that's not going to happen. But that can still fucking happen.
Yeah.
If they do the Doctor Doom thing and they do Avengers Doomsday, Reed can still become Doctor Doom after RDJ isn't Doctor Doom anymore, and they could still bring in She-Hulk and put her in the Fantastic.
We can probably do that.
That I think can still happen. They're
Yeah.
saying it's not going to happen because they changed course from the Kang thing went down, but that can
Well,
still
there's so much
freaking happen.
backlash on
I-
that
I-
She-Hulk show. So yeah,
I will say, I will say this.
She's in Doomsday.
But she was supposed to be in
The Maker.
Deadpool movie. Deadpool
Do,
Wolverine.
do you think? Do you think they will pull a? Do you think they'll pull? Do you think they'll pull an Ultimate Universe where Reed becomes the Maker, an antagonist?
I don't think so. I think he's going to become Doctor.
Yeah, the Maker is basically an evil Reed Richards. This is an Ultimate timeline.
Well, I'm just gonna say that he kind of was the good, nice guy and turned bad in Wonder Woman 84, which a lot of people want to forget existed. But it seems like
Actually,
if
bored.
he becomes Reed and then turns in Doctor Doom, it's like just he's being kind of typecast in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
Dude, that the big thing, one of the big things, like I couldn't believe this. Basically, I mean, Wonder Woman rapes a dude in 84.
Yeah.
You can say, oh, that's not what happened, Loki. Yes, she did, because that's not his body. He's in someone else's body. And at the end of that movie, she's like, hey, do you want to go get coffee with this dude that she was banging when her old boyfriend was possessing this guy's body?
Steve Trevor.
So that's
And also-
fucked up.
Also, those one. Maxwell Lord is a very well-known villain in DC Universe. He's the one who actually killed, who shot and killed Ted Kord, the original Blue Beetle. Anyway,
I liked him. That's what I didn't like. I was like, I didn't read shit. I hated New 52. I absolutely hated it. So I never really got to know that Beetle besides that.
Oh,
movie
Jaime.
that we
Oh,
got.
you mean Jaime Reyes?
Yeah, I knew the old Beetle that had like the tech suit and didn't
Yeah,
have any
that's
uber
Ted Kord.
powers. And Ted Kord, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because he got his ass kicked by Doomsday.
Mm-hmm.
So he got absolutely like he almost died when Doomsday killed Superman.
Mm-hmm.
He got one-shotted.
Literally.
I gave up on comics when multiverses became a thing. Oh,
Well,
hey Bob.
I'm old school.
I hate the multiverse shit. I absolutely hate it.
it's been played out, and it's used as a horrible excuse at this point
To rewrite
and
history. And fuck
it's-
them with Flashpoint. I cannot fucking stand Flashpoint. I get it. Once you change something, it's like the timeline's broken. It's never going to go back to exactly the way it's supposed to be. But dude, when one guy is so fucking selfish that it affects everyone in that timeline by doing some dumb shit like that, there's a reason why the Flash was like, no, don't change the path. Don't screw with it. Stop. And his other self does it anyway. And you're like, dude, no. And then everything, yeah, Crisis on Infinite Earths and all this other bullshit. I can't stand
we have
that
multiple
shit.
like different kinds of multiverse events throughout DC's history too.
Because I get it, okay? Reverse Flash killed Barry's mother, and Barry wants to go back and prevent that. But even his old self was like, no, don't fucking do it. And then he does it anyway. And you're like,
they did a good
there's
job of
reason
like
why he was like, no, don't.
I actually like that they did that with the first season of the Flash, CW Arrow versus Flash. They did just that. Flash telling his past self, "Don't do it. Don't intervene."
That was the end of season. That was the end of season.
That
2.
was the finale of season one. I really liked how they did
season
that.
1. And then season 2, he goes and does it fucking anyway.
He does it
Dumbass.
anyway, and that's where it turns. That's where we get the Wally West, and that's where they adapted the whole Wally West Black Flash from New 52.
Yeah. It was all horseshit. Stop messing with the multiverses and all these different Earths and yada yada yada. God help me, I'm sick of the multiverse. And look what it did to Infinity War. Look at what it did to Marvel and Infinity War when they were like, "Oh, we've got all these Infinity Stones in Loki," and you're like, "Huh? Oh yeah, they're just like paperweights. We really don't pay them any attention. All that shit you've done over the last 15 years meant absolutely nothing."
That pissed me off. That legitimately pissed me off. The last that it's all everything that had happened in the last 10 years of the MCU was all predated. It was all Kang, It was all because of Kang. He made it all happen. So nobody had any kind of choice. Nobody had any kind of agency to make their own choices for that epic saga to happen. All it turned out, it was just stones in a drawer.
Yep.
But Machine, it was an agency because it was in the drawer of the agency, and they had to make sure that the stones weren't in the right universe. Okay, there's a joke there. But the other thing is that character they used, right? The actor, he was in The Good Place, I think. He's been in all these other, he's a goofy actor, right? He's known for just silly, and he's a good, don't get me wrong, he does what he does well. But between what we saw in the TV show and the actor that kind of presented it, it was more salt in the wound, I think, really.
And you know what? Not to go all racial here, but Muhammad, yes, Zoom was absolutely badass, and Tony Todd being the voice of Zoom was so fucking evil and perfect. And then he took his mask off, and I went, "Oh shit, it's Darth Vader all over again."
Yeah,
you were right, tell your sister.
It's Hunter Zolomon.
Black.
It's Hunter Zolomon basically being Jay Garrick, posing as Jay Garrick during second season. I love the second season, by the way, especially.
Yeah, it's the best season they did. And Tony Todd's one of the
I will never forget that. I will never forget that one. I think it was like early in the episode where Flash with freaking Zoom beats the literal shit out of Flash. It shows him shows him like straight to what's his name, and he's like, really, this is your best bet? I should kill this motherfucker right in front of you right now. Like,
I'll break him. And you're just like, dude, Tony's so badass. Tony Todd is so badass. And then he takes his mask off and he's a white guy, and you're like, shit. They did it again.
You know what? The thing is, Pat S., you say that, and I'm like, Clobby, like, I'm Clobby would be excited. Clobby would have been excited to see a proper Ben Grimm, but I know he would be disappointed once the film came out, though.
Dude, Ben Grimm's head's too small.
Yeah.
You know why Ben Grimm's head's so small? Because the suit he's in a suit. He's not. They didn't do practical. They are only CGing his head.
Yeah.
So the thing that you're getting in the new Fantastic Four has a CG head that's too small.
And the thing is that somebody, I forgot who brought this up, and I was watching a video of this earlier, is that, because generally people do like the way Ben Grimm looks here, but they should have had his voice, it should have been much more closer to the comics, closer to the animated stuff with Ben Grimm. Should have that more distortion. There should be much more of a distortion in his voice, kind of like what you hear in Marvel Rivals.
Don't get me started, Awesome One. If I ever hear a fucking woman say, Barry, you're not the Flash, we're the Flash,
we're the Flash. Fuck off.
Oh, I was like, Iris, I'm sorry. You suck the biggest fucking dick. Do not.
God, that was just
Iris West, and I defended
her. The more
her.
I think about it, the more I'm like, Iris is the very reason I walked out. Like, I was able to put up with season 3. And then I just stopped afterwards. Like,
dude, season 3 sucked ass. It sucked so ass because it was all, we have to save Iris. We have to save Iris. That's like half a season.
Save
Iris,
not a whole
season. Not a whole fucking season. That should have been half a season. They should have done 10 episodes.
Yes.
Should have saved her from Savitar. And then the rest of it, he's fighting Savitar, trying to do something else. Instead, they dragged that all out, made the entire season about Iris. And then Iris has the fucking gall to go, Barry, you're not the Flash.
No.
We're the Flash.
No.
Bitch.
And they missed.
I stopped watching it way before that happened.
And I think they missed. I think they kind of dropped the ball by bringing in Godspeed so late.
Yep.
And Godspeed's from the New 52, by the way.
Yep. No, I couldn't keep watching. I couldn't keep watching after season 3. And that was about the same time I stopped watching Arrow, and I couldn't stand fucking Supergirl. And don't even get me started on Butthole Chin. It's in Legends.
Okay, here's the thing.
You know who I'm talking about? The blonde bitch with the butthole chin. She got a big old butthole right where her chin's supposed to be.
Okay.
And she's like, I'm going to be a drunk and I'm going to bang all the chicks. And you would think,
you mean White
that's
Canary.
Gonna be cool.
You mean White
She
Canary.
got a butthole chin. She's a
You mean White
drunk ass
Canary.
bitch. And she like rubs
He's
up on all
not
the
saying the
women.
name
Like,
for a reason.
You mean
We're
White
talking
Canary.
about personality. We
Yeah.
know who he's talking about.
Yeah, White Canary.
Butthole chin.
That was the messed up thing. That was the just the messed up part about season 2. Like, it was the end season finale because like I was very mixed on how they incorporated Dinah, Black Canary, into Arrow, and she doesn't even have the actual canary cry. But it wasn't until the end of season, like near the end of season 2 on the Flash, where Flash fights an Earth 2 Black Siren, which is the proper Black Canary that we should have gotten.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, and that's just disappointing on so many levels.
That CW being all up its own ass.
Yeah,
Don't
and-
even get
and-
me
and
started on Supergirl's sister, brother.
Oh,
I was born a man, but now I'm a woman.
They
whatever.
ruined and they missed really missed it with Martian Manhunter. I feel like it was just pushing him so further into the back, and I'm like,
You know, and I'm surprised nobody's even mentioned Black Lightning.
Black Lightning was the good ones.
Yeah.
So
It actually was. I actually did watch more of that than the rest of
the
them.
thing that got me, the thing that got me, and the thing that I was like, this is going to be dog shit, was the moment that Oliver came back after being stabbed in the chest by Ra's al Ghul. I was like, you're just going to focus the rest of the season on Felicity shipping, and you messed up. You screwed up. You in some ways you screwed up one of the best Titan villains next season, but in the following season. Actually, one of the best Titan villains, and even you kind of screwed up with him.
There is no new Buffy.
I could go on all day.
There is no new Buffy show. Do you know why there is no new Buffy show? Because they can't make a new Buffy show without Joss, and Joss is like completely canceled from Hollywood. So there is no new Buffy show. I don't care who they hire. I don't care if Freddie Prinze Jr. is sucking the dick of every producer in Hollywood to try and get his wife a show. There will be no new Buffy show. It does not exist. That show ended. Angel ended on a fucked up note. Everybody it's all screwed. So none of that exists. It does not exist.
Well,
do not accept anything new.
Sarah Michelle Gellar is on fucking Dexter Original Sin. Anyway,
Dang it, Loki.
She does not look very good.
Dang it, Loki. You're getting me fired up right now.
Sarah
Because
Michelle
you know
Gellar has a bigger member than her husband, Freddie Prinze Jr.
Damn.
You know, that explains a lot.
Loki, you're getting me
of that,
fired up.
That
Like,
explains a
Loki,
lot about
you're-
that movie about the siblings.
Loki, you were getting me fired up because you know the thing I despise the most about the Arrowverse? You know what I'm talking about.
What?
Is the freaking crossover where you had Ruby Rose Batwoman kill off the greatest, and I am saying this, greatest Batman, period, Kevin fucking Conroy.
Okay, so this is what they expect you to believe, that the real life version of the animated series Batman killed Superman. He killed Superman and broke his back, and Ruby fucking whatever kills him. So our
I'm so
animated
angry.
series Batman
Are you-
dies at the hands of Batwoman.
After
he
kills
kills
the best Batman and the worst Batman at the same time.
after he
Batman?
kills our Superman. Yes, Batman
Mhm.
is the
Oh,
one
no.
who kills our animated series Batman.
But they
That
did
was
this in
already
real life.
Batman. I'm like,
That doesn't work.
Okay, so this is what they did.
Mm-hmm.
They brought in Kevin Conroy to
Right.
play the live action version of his character from the animated series.
I don't believe that for a
So
freaking
this
second.
is theirs. Now
Yeah.
here's the deal. They did not tell him what they were doing.
I believe it.
They didn't even tell him how much they were going to pay him. They just said, "We want you to come in and do this." They pulled the same shit with the Lex Luthor from Smallville, the guy who
Yeah.
played Lex. But he said, "No, I want to know how much you're going to pay me. I don't want to know what the script is." And they said, "We can't tell you that. It's either a yes or no right now over the phone." And he said, "Well, then no." Kevin said yes. So in his mind, he was contractually obligated to go and do what he was going to do.
Yeah.
The only
did it.
decent thing from that, the only thing I legitimately liked from that Crisis crossover was seeing Tom Welling's Smallville Clark and allowing, and they allowed Brendan Routh one more chance to play Superman properly at the very end.
Do you
Well, they brought
remember?
Michael Keaton back for another Batman role in that Batwoman movie, and then threw it in
That's
the trash.
Well,
So,
actually,
see that.
Snow,
Man,
they did that before that because they brought Michael Keaton in to do the role of the broken back Batman, the one that had the exoskeleton.
oh, they
Yeah.
want to
They
do
pulled him from that because they decided they wanted to put him in Batwoman.
So
So
you want to
they-
do a night?
they-
They were going to do a Nightfall. Basically, they were
Yeah.
just going to do a
And
Nightfall.
then they brought in Kevin Conroy to do that role, and he did it. And then Michael Keaton went on to do Batman, whatever. That didn't work out, so they put him in the Flash.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he was in both, and then they canned the Batwoman movie. Like it was still lingering.
I understand, Pat.
during
Just
time of the Flash. That they
Do
finally
you know?
trash.
Do you know that the scene with Tom Welling was originally written? You remember when they first started hopping to the different universes and they went to the Kent farm, but there was nobody there, and they were like,
Yeah.
"We're in the wrong place." Jonathan Kent was supposed to be there, and he was gonna like look up from the tractor and be like, Are you one of Clark's friends?" And they were like, "We're in the wrong place." They were supposed
was
to
he gonna
go.
was he gonna be gay in this one? I'm sorry, that's just
They didn't do it though because of his political meetings.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
So they just had him go to the farm. There was just nobody there, and then they jumped. And the next time they did that is when you see Tom Welling there. They originally were going to do that with his dad.
Mhm.
He was just going to be like, "Are you one of Clark's friends? Hi, okay, bye."
So would have
Yeah,
we would have had a Jonathan Kent, basically Smallville,
We would have
yeah, they
Tom Welling.
They could have given you the fans what they were actually expecting and looking for, but yeah. Well, I mean, it's not the first time that Disney has not Disney or anybody has done something like that political or something because they didn't like the actor or actress or something, right?
CW sucked a lot of dick.
Listen, and Pat, I agree.
John Schneider probably would not have agreed to it anyway.
Mhm. And the thing is, I can't. And to Pat S, I agree, and you're not wrong. And I can't blame Kevin entirely for one of his last appearances being in freaking Sushi Squad, and how they.
Listen, Kevin. Here's the deal with Kevin. Anytime they called him and said, "We want you to do Batman," he did it.
He did
the only time he turned them down, it wasn't a movie. It was the fourth or the third Gotham game. It was Arkham Origins. And it was because they weren't going to get fucking douchebag Luke Skywalker to be
Mark
Joker.
Mark Hamill.
They couldn't work out a deal with Mark Hamill, and Kevin said, "Well, Mark's going to be a part of it, right?" And they were like, "Well, no, Mark doesn't want to do it because of this and that."
But Mark ended up being a part of it because he was because it sounds like they got Mark at the last minute.
No, they didn't get Mark Hamill to do the Joker.
No, he voices Joker in Arkham Origins.
No, he doesn't. That was what's his name?
That wasn't?
No, that was another guy. That was the other guy. He sounds just like him, but it's not him.
Was it the one who did Joker and Injustice 2? If I'm
Yes.
correct. Oh, I didn't
It's
know
him. The guy that did Origins wasn't Mark Hamill, and that's why Kevin wouldn't do it. Because he said, "Well, you guys get Mark and I'll do it." And they couldn't do it, so he didn't do it. Now, when they did Arkham Knight or whatever, the last game,
that's when both of them came back.
That's when both of them came back and did it because they paid Mark what he wanted. But Mark wouldn't do it because they didn't want to pay him.
Because I was like, man, that was spot on. Because it was really spot on, though.
Oh, it is. It is. You can go look it up though. It's not him.
I looked it up. I was like, oh wow, I didn't know.
Yeah, I know the guy that got to do it was good. He sounds
like
just
I said,
like
I can't blame him, but I still find one of his final performances, the way they treated him in Sushi Squad, and that was that set me off. And then of course they did turns out all that was a cop out. it was a blatant cop out because that wasn't the real Arkham Batman at the very end. It was some clone or something by Brainiac. I was like, oh, screw off.
But yeah, I don't know anything against Kevin. I want to
can't.
tell you something. When I got him to do that video for Mike from Mexican Iron Man, it wasn't just, well, give me his name and I'll do a message. He wanted to know about Mike. He was like, tell me what kind of person he is, tell me about his interests. And we went back and forth for like 2 days before he made that video just talking about Mike and what Mike does.
Like one of
he
those
was very-
cameo things.
Yeah. Except
That was
we
really cool.
donated to his charity.
Man,
So-
I would have loved to do that I would have if I could have, I would have loved for him to do one just for my dad. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. And I'm just glad that I was able to get the money together to do that because it was expensive. That wasn't
Oh
cheap.
yeah, I figured that's what it was.
It wasn't cheap.
No.
But we donated to his charity, and he sat down and we talked for like 2 whole days about what kind of person Mike was. He made the video. So.
Right. Sorry.
No, on that note, I think we're going to get out of here. It's almost midnight anyway.
It's almost midnight.
Big thank you to everybody who's been hanging out, everybody that's been listening, everybody that's been chilling with us tonight, commenting, being a part of this. Guys, we do this just to hang out on Friday nights, and you guys make this show what it is. So, and everybody on the panel does too. So, thank you. I love when we get in good discussions like this.
Oh yeah.
It's always good when we have really good talks like
But-
this.
We before we go, we still like Smallville, right? Smallville, it's
Yes.
still good, right?
Smallville.
Okay.
Yeah, despite all the issue that was going on behind the scenes, but yeah.
I was gonna say, like, the show is great, and all of the actors and actresses that can prove that they weren't a part of something or didn't know what was going on is also
Well, aside from Welling's DUI thing, but yeah, and then,
that's not what I was talking
That's not
about.
what he was talking about. He was talking about
Mocking
Allison
for
Mack.
knowing what
I know
everybody's
what you're
talking
talking about.
about
I'm just
all
saying.
night, and
I'm
you
just
missed
saying.
Criminal
you entirely.
I know what you're talking about. I'm just saying though.
Oh, okay. Oh, so all right.
What you mean tuck and skull? Tuck and roll, skull and tuck and roll. Big thank you to Snowdub, who's always the man. Dude, thank you, brother, for doing this with me.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you were able to stay up with us.
I'm
The
tired
snowman.
of shit. If I hadn't done your show, I would have been out on my ass. No way I could have.
All
Seriously.
good.
Well, now you can go to bed.
Dega knows. Oh no, I can't. I can't yet. I'm getting there, but I can't yet. So,
Okay, fine. Take out the trash, then go to bed.
anybody else got anything before we get out of here? Anybody want to promote
I got,
anything?
of course, Machiny Live. We're back. We'll be back, fully back, Machiny Live on Sunday. I'm making videos again. I'm making commentary videos again. I got views, and for those who really like this Rosalina that I posted up earlier today, that will be a speed paint video on Monday. And if apparently I need to be on the Tuck and Roll show tomorrow. If not, then if not, then I'll be doing a peak gaming on Saturday tomorrow night. So, but yeah, I don't know if this is I don't know if this will convince you guys to get a Switch though. But
No, I'm not gonna get a Switch.
no,
too.
not yet.
I'm not. Not for. It won't be for a while. I've got a
Not for a
Switch.
while.
I've got an OG Switch.
I
I'll
mean
be
Switch
happy
2.
with
I
that.
mean not Switch 1. You guys are Switch 1. I mean Switch 2.
I'm
Well,
sure
from
my
what I hear,
grand-
you got to take out a small loan. So
Yeah, you gotta take out a kidney basically. They upped the price on the accessories, by the way. Like they even raised the price.
Someone was like, "I've got a minimum wage job, and it's like I could totally get one." I'm like, dude, you're talking about over $1,000 if you want a case, the hookups, the camera, the mic, the game, the Mario. I mean, you're talking about $1,000 for a handheld. I'm sorry, but
I'm sorry, and that can't all of it be blamed on the terrorists. I'm just saying, not all of it can be blamed on the terrorists. Like,
Anybody else got anything they want to throw out?
so there you go.
Before we get out of here?
If you want to hang out on my channel where we do positive things and we don't, try to catch people up with hidden footage that they weren't aware of, just simple, fun, positive things. Hang out with me, the Ice House. Keep it positive.
Or he will arrest you.
Yeah, see, now you feel Rudolph's pain.
Uh-oh.
As I said in the chat, I'm here to defend Rudolph, and this is what I get thrown under the cop car. These are my friends. Okay.
It's not your fault that wool sock has Elmer's glue all over his mouth.
What? He's not made out of wool. He is a cotton sock.
Here we go.
So what was he sucking off? Oh,
It's Elmer's, dude. I mean, it doesn't take a horse to figure it out. But...
Yeah, it doesn't take a horse scientist.
He's not that kind of sock.
Oh, really?
Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
I think he knows what happens in his own sock drawer, guys. Let's just let it be.
Took a load of Elmer's glue in the sock drawer.
Whatever you say, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Whatever you say.
You know what?
I'll see you guys on the Tuck and Roll show tomorrow night.
Guys, make sure you're subscribed to Snowdub and that you go check out the Tuck and Roll show tomorrow. I will not be there. I will be. We've got a double date for WrestleMania, so
yeah,
we're gonna be hanging out watching WrestleMania, so guys, have a great show. Have a great show, bro.
I'll catch the replay of WrestleMania. I think it's like a fast forward through the lame matches.
Oh yeah, and night 2, I want to see I really want to see the Io Sky, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley match. I want Io to kick the shit out of both them bitches. She's so cute. She's she's like, I am women world champion. I'm like, oh my god, I love her. She's so cute. All right, guys, take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. We're getting out of here. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll see you on the next one.
Happy Easter,
Loki.
Yes.
Loki, don't forget. We gotta get it. We gotta have a celebratory skull and tuck and roll. That's how we gotta end the show.
Yeah.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.